Okay. Welcome to one and all. In yesterday class, we are discussing about structure, the structural things. Structural things means it represents noun. It is nouns. It is class, interface, active class, use case, component, collaboration, and nodes. It is first thing structural things. Totally seven structural things. Already we are discussing about structural things. The next one is behavioral things. That is, the behavioral things means the behavioral things represents the verbs of the system. It is verbs of the system, and it also represents the behavior of the system. Behavior means how they communicate from one object to another object, and how the message sent from one object to another object, and status of each object. That is, status of each object is represented by state mission. The interaction, that is first interaction, that is the interaction represents how the message transfer from one object to another object. So the second one is stuck behavioral things. There are two types of behavioral things. First one, there are two types of behavioral things. These are represents the dynamic parts of UML model. It is the first one, the structural things represents the static part of the system. That is the behavioral things. That is the behavioral things represents the dynamic parts of UML models. Okay, these are the verbs of the model. That is the verbs of a model represents the behavior over the time and space. That is, behavior over the time and space. Suppose at 0 time, what is the status of the system? After completion of 10 minutes, what is the status of the system? After completion of 1 hour, what is the status of the system? It represents the behavior. It is the behavior over the time and space. Okay, there are two types of behavioral things. The first one is interaction. So in normal language, that is the interaction means the communication between two persons. That is the interaction means the communication between two persons, or the communication between two things, or the communication between two objects. Next one, state mission. That is the state mission means it also represents the state of object. This the state of the object, or the state of the person, or the state of the system. It is suppose in mobile state, it is on state and off state, or flight mode. And next one, load nature mode. That is, it represents the state of particular thing. That is, there are two types of behavioral things. The first one is interaction. That is, second one is situations. The behavioral things represents the dynamic part of the system. It also represents the verbs of the model. That is, first one, interaction. That is, the interaction representatives. The interaction is a behavior, that is a set of messages exchanged among the set of objects. That is, the interaction represents the set of messages exchanged among the set of objects. Objects means the message transfer between the two objects, that is two persons, or the message transfer between one person and one mission, or mission to mission. That is the any message. That is, suppose you are sending the WhatsApp message from one mobile to one another mobile. Just you are send the message. That is the interaction between two mobile phones. That is the interaction between two mobile phones means you are send the message, or set of messages transfer from one object to another object. Uh, Within particular context, to performing specific purpose. Suppose to performing any operation, you are send the message from one object to another object, or one entity to another entities. Suppose in ATM mission, that is in ATM mission, suppose you want to find the balance of accounts, you are you are interact with ATM mission. First insert the card, this and insert the card. Next enter the PIN number, and next select service. That means the message or the interaction between customer and ATM machine through debit card. So that is the interaction. It is the interaction means the set of message transfer among the objects. Next, the interaction involves the number of other elements, including message, action, sequence, and links. That is the interaction. It is the interaction means suppose to performing any interaction between the two elements, you must establish the communication. That is, establish the communication between the two objects or things. And you also performing sequence of actions. Suppose sequence of action means without inserting card, that is suppose in ATM machine, that is in ATM machine, without inserting card you cannot find the balance. So first you are finding the sequence of operation, that is the interaction also represents, that is the interaction also represents the sequence of operations, that is the action of sequence means sequence of operations also represented by interactions. That is, first you are performing which action. Suppose in ATM machine, first you are inserting the card. That is the first action. Next, second one, inserting PIN number. Third one, select operation. So fourth one, display the balance. So these are the sequence of operations. That is, the sequence of operations also include in interaction. This sequence of operation also include in interaction. So links, that is the links means suppose to interaction, that is to performing any interaction you must establish the communication between the two objects. Suppose for example, suppose in mobile phones, that is to communicate from one mobile to another mobile, first we have established the connection through towers. Same in ATM machine, to communication between the customer and ATM, you must establish the connection uh, between customer and ATM through debit card. So for interaction, that is for interaction, you must establish the link. That is the link means the communication line between the two objects. So first one interaction, the interaction graphically, that is the graphically interaction is represented by a direct line always including name. That is here display, that is message. The graphically, that is the graphically interaction represented by directed line, that is the directed symbol, it is directed line. Next, second one, state mission. Is what is meant by state. It is the state is the behavior that specify the sequence of states of an object or the interaction going through its lifeline in response to the events, that is in response to the events together with response to those events. So state is a behavior. Suppose for example you are consider fan behavior, it is the fan state, that is fan state means fan in on state and off state. Suppose mobile is in on state, off state, flight mode and disturbance mode. These are the state of the object. It is the state of the objects by performing some interaction. It is suppose you are put a mobile in flight mode by performing some event, that is event means by performing some operation you can change the state of the object. Suppose fan, initially fan is off state. Suppose by performing the event, that is by performing the event means by performing some action and means by switch on, the state of the fan is changed, that is in on state. So the state represents the state of the objects, and the state of the object can be changed by interacting, that is by interacting through or the response to the particular events. So graphically, it is the graphically state, it is the graphically state represented by rounded rectangle, not a normal rectangle. The rounded rectangle means the rounded rectangle means the corners are rounded, it is the corners are in rounded shape. So graphically, it is graphically in a UML language, the state represents rounded rectangle. The state mission involves a number of other elements including state, transition, events, and activities. Suppose the first state, transition, that is the transition means the change of state, that is change of state from one state to another state is called transition. Next, events, that is to change the state, that is to change the event you must performing some event or some event must be occurred. Suppose to change the state from one state to another state must perform some events and activities, that is the activities means response to the transition. So state mission, that is the state mission involves states, transitions, events, and activities. So transition means change. It is change from one state to another state. Next one, events. That is the event means the things that trigger a transition. Activities. That is the activities means response to the transition. So response to the transition is activities. So there are two types of behavioral things. The first one is interaction, this communication, this message transfer from the two things. Next one, state mission. State means it is this state mission. It represents the behavior. It is an on state or off state. It is represents behavior of the system. Next, there are two types of behavioral things. Next one is grouping things. That is the third thing in UML is grouping thing. That is grouping means the collection of objects. That is grouping thing is organizational part of the UML model. That is organizational part of the UML models. The first one is structural things. Structural things represents the noun parts of the UML model. Second one is behavioral things. The behavioral things represents the verbs, that is the verb model of UML models. Next, third one is grouping things. That is the grouping things are the organizational part of UML model. Organization, that is the organizational part of UML model. So already you know grouping means the collection of things. That is the collection of things, collection of persons, the collection of classes is called. That is in Java language. Already you know the name package. That is the package means the collection of classes. But in general, in UML language, package means the collection of things. The collection of things are the collection of group of things, not collection or group of things. In all, these are any primary kind of grouping thing, namely package. That is the primary grouping thing is package. That is the package is general purpose mechanism for organizing the elements into groups. Suppose group means CSE one group, suppose boys one group, girls one group. That is it is collection of things. Suppose suppose group, that is suppose all branches students, each branch students represented by one group, or each branch students represented by one class. The collection of students is collection of students means package student is the collection of students is represented by one group. So the structural things, behavioral things, and even other thing grouping things may be placed in one package. That is here structural things means there are seven structural things. These seven structural things, that is the package means the collection of classes. That is the collection of classes is one package, or the collection of use cases one package, the collection of components one college, the collection of nodes one package. That is the structural means there are seven structural things: class, object, that is the collection of object is also one package. And behavioral things, that is the behavioral things means the collection of states. Already in OS subject you know the state of the process. That is the state of the process means suppose in process is in waiting state, running state, and running state and waiting state and processing state. That is state of the operating system. Same here, the state of the event, that is sorry, state of the thing is behavioral things. Behavior, that is first one is interaction, and second one is state. These are also grouping things. That is package. Unlike component exists at the runtime, package is purely concept, meaning that it exists only at development time. So packages is only used at development of any complex system. It is graphically, it is the graphically uh, package represented by rectangle. It is package represented by rectangle with a single tab. Already the another one is rectangle with the two tabs. That is the rectangle with the two tabs represents component. That is in structural things, component represented by graphically, component represented by rectangle with the two tabs. But package, that is the package represented by rectangle with a single tab. Is the grouping thing, only one grouping thing, that is package. It is organization part of model. Next, last one is annotational things. That is the annotational things are the explanatory part of UML model. So first one structural things is nouns. Second one behavioral things represents verbs. Third one packing things is represents the organizational part of UML model. Next, fourth one, it is annotational things. It is represents explanatory part of UML model. These are the comments you may apply to description and illiterate and remarks about any elements in the model. Suppose it is suppose in Java language or C language, comment lines. Already you know about comment lines. That is, the comment lines means the explanatory part. This comment lines represent explanatory parts. So there is only one kind of annotational things called note. That is note. That is, note means comment lines. So a, sim- note is a symbol for representing constraints and comments. Here constraints. The constraints means, suppose uh, some entities, that is, some elements are working under the condition. Suppose some AC working uh, up to 40 degrees and maximum 40 degrees, minimum 16 degrees. It is a constraint. That is, suppose AC working up to only 16 degrees. It is the constraints. That is, the constraints means it is a node. That is node, the symbol for representation of constraints. Suppose any conditions for working conditions or conditions to work any element is represented by node, that is comment lines. Next, the symbolic representation of constraints and comments attached to the element or collection of elements. So, okay, note is, that is, graphically note is represented by, it is the graphically note is represented by rectangle with dog earned corner. It is rectangle with dog earned corner. Already in four things we are using rectangle. Only rectangle, rectangle with uh, rectangle with dog end corner is represented by note. Already we are using rectangle with a single tab, rectangle with two tabs, and next one is rounded rectangle, and next one is rectangle with the dog end corner. So four are different. Suppose only rectangle with the three partitions represent class, rectangle with the two tabs represent components, rectangle with a single tab represents package. Next, rounded rectangle represent, that is, a rounded rectangle represents state of any element or object. And next one is rectangle with the dog eared corner represents note. That is, note means simply it represents comment lines. So there are four types. That is, there are four types of things: structural, behavioral things, and next one is packages and annotational things. So the first thing, that is, the first thing is first thing of UML is UML is first one is things of UML. That is, the building blocks of UML is, the first one is things. There are four types of things already explained. Next one class, first seven, and next one behavior. Next one is grouping, and next one is node. So already first one structural class. The class represented by rectangle with three partitions. Next one node represented by circle, and next one is active class, that is a thin rectangle with the three partitions. Use case means ellipse with name. Component, that is rectangle with the two tabs. Collaboration, that is the collaboration means dotted ellipse. Node, that is node represents cube. Next one behavioral things. Interaction, the interaction represented by directed line. And next one is state machine, that is the state machine represented by represented by rounded rectangle. And grouping things means package means rectangle with a single tab. Next one, last one is annotational things, that is the annotational things is represented by node. So there are four types of things. Next one, relationships, that is there are four types of, the second building block of UML is relationships. There are four types of relationships. The first one is dependency, second one is generalization, and next one, third one is association, and fourth one is realization. That is, there are four types of relationships. Already we are discussing relationships in classes and its relationships, that is the classes and relationships. So same relationships, that is in relationships there are four types of relationships. The first one is dependency, that is, okay, first one dependency, that is depend dependency dependence dependence, that is there are four types of relationships. uh, the first one dependency, that is the dependency means is a semantic relation between the two things, that is it is a semantic relation between the two things, uh, in which if a change in one thing change in one thing means change in independent thing is that may affect on dependent thing. That is, change in one thing may affect semantics of another thing. Suppose student. Suppose the relationship between student and teacher. Suppose student change, automatically faculty change. That is, here student is independent thing. Student is independent means suppose third year CSE students, independent things. The independent things depends. That is, the independent things depends on teachers. Suppose third year faculty is different, fourth year faculty is different, and fifth year, sorry, no, sorry, second year faculty is different. So independent things, that is, student is independent thing. Suppose student change means student is independent thing. Student is change, automatically faculty change. Suppose third year students, third year faculty, second year students, second year faculty. So student change, student is independent thing, it automatically changes the dependent thing, that is fact teacher. So graphically it is represented by a dotted directed line. It is the graphically it is represented by dotted line. So noted by dotted line, most relationship between the classes indicates the objects affects the another object. That is, they indicate that object affects the another object. That is, the independent thing affects the dependent thing. It is called dependency. Suppose here an example, it is account system receipt. That is, if the account system is changed, it also changes the receipt. That is, if, suppose in account system, suppose the customer change, that is, the customer change, automatically receipt is changes. One customer creates, that is, one customer or one transaction creates one receipt. So customer change, automatically receipt changes. So here the customer or account system, that is, the account system is independent thing. If the customer is change, automatically receipt changes. So the receipt depends on customer. This receipt depends on customer. Okay, it is a example for dependency. Okay, so dependency means if any change in independent thing automatically changes in another thing is called dependency. So suppose in our any complex system, it is, if any complex system, the if we the relation between the independent thing and dependent thing, that is represented by dependency. Suppose if any change in independent thing, it automatically changes in dependent thing. Suppose in library, it is, in library, suppose student change. Suppose if the student is changed, automatically changes the hall ticket number. Suppose BTech. Suppose BTech student branch. Suppose student change, automatically brand changes. Suppose same student at the same department. Suppose the student is changed, automatically changes the branch name. Suppose in library system. Suppose the student change, so a return book or issue book is changes. These are the relationship between dependency. It is represented by dotted line. Okay, the first relationship is dependency. Second one is association. Already discussed in association and aggregation. The aggregation is the special kind of association. It represents the structural relation between whole system to parts of the system. So association is a structural relation, describes the set of links, a link being connected among the object. The association, association means the association. Suppose student, that is, the student goes to school, so student associated with uh, college, it is student associated with college. So one student, that is, students means more number of students go to single college. So here the association represents the structural relationship that describe the set of links. Describe the set of links means there are different set of links, that is one to one link, one to many link, many to one link, many to many links. That is, the association represents the structural relationship that describe the set of links, link being connected among the objects. So the association represented by solid line, if possibly directed. So if you are required, you are using a directed line. Occasionally includes labels, often contain other endowments. That is, the endowments means the end of this symbol. Endowments such as multiplicity of role names, that is the multiplicity of role names. Suppose here role name employer and employer. So only single employee is there. Single employer as multiple employers. So 01 here 01 means 01 represents endorsements. That is the endorsements means the multiplicity and role names. That is multiplicity means here number of persons. That is the association between number of persons. Suppose branch student. Suppose branch student means one branch associated with multiple students. So here instead of employer, suppose you are taken branch. Here instead of employee you are taken student. Only single branch associated with multiple students. That is the multiplicity is represented by star. Here star represents multiplicity. 0 to 1 represents it is single employer. It is employer means organization or company. It is a single company has multiple employees. So suppose branch, the branch has multiple students. Suppose here college, the college has multiple students. It is the suppose here branch students, that is multiple branch, multiple students. So association, the association represented by direct line. The endorsements, that is the endorsements is represents the role names, that is employer name, and multiplicity, that is in above line you are represent multiplicity, that is multiplicity represents the number of things connected to number of things. That is a single thing connected to multiple thing, single thing connected to single thing, or multiple things connected to single thing, multiple things is connected to multiple things. So association, suppose here product and order, that is order the product. That is suppose here you are using suppose in online shopping. In online shopping, suppose multiple orders having multiple products, that is star star. Here star star represents suppose multiple orders, multiple, not a single order. Suppose single order includes multiple products. Suppose you are purchasing in best price, or suppose you are purchasing in best price or Reliance markets. Suppose the single order ship having multiple products. There is a different product. Every product has serial number, name, price, busy, display. Suppose multiple orders, that is the multiple orders have multiple products. So only single order. Suppose in best price, different customers have different orders. Yeah, different orders have different products. That is star star. Star star represents different orders associated with different products. Suppose the single order includes multiple products. Suppose multiple orders includes multiple products. That is star star. Star represents 1 to star. That is it is 1, 2, 3 or up to n. Same star represent 1 to suppose you are purchasing only single product, the really association is 1 to 1. That is 1 to 1 means single order has single product. Suppose multiple orders, that is the multiple orders have single product. Suppose if any company purchases one, any shop purchases only single product. Suppose in mobile shop, the only in Samsung mobile shop you are purchasing only Samsung mobile products. So the every order has only single product, that is mobile. So, multiple orders having only single product. Suppose uh, multiple to multiple, that is multiplicity to multiplicity means suppose multiple orders contains multiple products. So association, that is the association means it is a semantic relation. It is a association means it is a semantic relationship specify object of one thing connected to another object. Object of one thing connected to another objects. In both sides, both sides of association can be find each other, and relation is consistent in the times unless it is removed. Okay, so second relationship is association. So association. Third one is generalization. That is generalization already discussed in class relationships. The generalization is a specialization or generalization relationship in which object of specialized elements are substantiable for objects of generalized elements. So here generalization relationship is the connection between student, that is specialized elements to generalized elements. Specialized elements to generalization elements. Suppose generalized means suppose parent and children. Suppose the parent has common parent and children has common house surname. Sorry, common surname. So here generalized element, that is the parent has generalized means it has common surnames. The student also having common same surname. The relation between student relation between the parent and children is represented by generalization in Java language. In Java language, also you know about relationship between superclass and subclass. That is inheritance. That is the inheritance represent. That is the inheritance is represents generalization. Generalization means the relation between generalized object. Suppose shape. Shape means shape is generalized. Shape has some properties. The shape is connected to shape. Shape connected to specialized shapes. That is rectangle, square, rectangle, square, triangle. Here, shape is generalized object. Shapes, there are different specialized shapes. That is rectangle, triangle, square. It is specialized objects. The relation between the shape and triangle, relation between the shape and rectangle, it is generalization relation. It is the specialization relationships. Next, child share the structure and behavior of the parents. That is, it is represent inheritance. That is, inheritance means suppose child share the structure and behavior of parent. That is, suppose the child has same parent surname. Suppose in our AP, the child has same parent surname. Suppose the parent properties, that is includes its children. Next, graphically it is represented by solid line with a halo arrowhead pointing to the parent. It is here specialized element is connected to parent. So here same in Java language, superclass, base class, subclass, and overriding. The connection between the subclass to superclass, that is the connection between the children to parent class, represented by generalization. That is the generalization is represented by inheritance. The inheritance means generalization. The connection between the generalized object and specialized object. That is in any complex system. In any complex system, the connection between specialized element, that is the connection between the generalized element to specialized element. So for example, in banking system, the generalized, that is suppose in banking account, that is the account is generalized elements. Suppose in banking system, that is in banking system, account is generalized elements. So there are different types of accounts. That is saving account, current account, loan account, and PF account. That is these are the specialized accounts. Means the account, that is the account is generalized element. That is parent. And specialized accounts, that is specialized account means that is in banking system having saving account, common saving account, and current account, loan account, and profit fund accounts. That is these are the specialized accounts. So all the specialized accounts have the properties of account. So every account has some account name and customer name and IFSC code. So the connection between generalized element to specialized element, that is represented by inheritance in Java language, is called generalization. So account is general objects and specialized accounts is specialized objects. The relation between the generalized element and specialized element. So next, last one is realization. It is in realization is a semantic relation between the classifier, where in one classifier specify a contract and another classifier guaranteed to carry out. That is one classifier. It is realization. It is the realization means a relation between the classifiers. One classifier specify the contract that another classifier guaranteed to carried out. So realization. That is realization means suppose one object give only instructions, the another object performing the action. Suppose student and teacher. Student give the some instructions, and it is performed by the sorry student. Sorry. Teacher give the some instructions. That is one classifier. Is one classifier is specify the contract, and that other classifier guarantee to carried out. Suppose teacher give the some instructions. That is the teacher give the some instructions. The student perform the action. Suppose reading, writing, suppose the drawing. These are the actions performed by students, but the instructions given by the another classifier, that is teacher specify the some contract that another classifier guarantee to carry out. Okay, you will encounter a realization relationship between the two places, between interface and classes or components that realize them, and between the use cases and collaborations also realize them. That is the realization relationship between the classes, components, and next one use cases. Suppose one use cases give the instructions, the another case use cases perform the action. Suppose one class is give some instructions, the another class perform the action. So graphically it is represented by dotted line with a halo edges. Here in previous one is solid line. That is the solid line with a halo edge. That is generalization. Here realization, that is realization represented graphically, realization is represented by dotted line with halo edge. So there are four types of relationships. That is there are four types of relationships already discussed. First one, uh, first one, dependency. It is represented by graphically, it is represented by dotted arrow, or a dotted line, dotted line. Second one representative association, just solid line. Third one is represented by solid line with a halo head, and fourth one is realization. It is represented by dotted lines with halo heads. So in UML language, that is in UML language, basically we are having only four relationships. The first one is dependency, second one is association. In association, one type is aggregation. That is, the aggregation is one type of association. That is, the relation between the whole system and the part of the system is represented by aggregation. So third one is dependency. Third one is generalization, and fourth one is realization. That is, there are four types of relationships used in UML language. The same languages uses for classes. Suppose the relationship between the classes is same. The four relationships. Suppose the relation between the components, that is same four relationships. The relationship between the use cases, that is the use cases, we are using another two types of relationships. The relation between the two use cases uses another two types of relationships, that is include, extract. Is also another relationship, that is include and extract. Another two types of relationships, that is realization. Okay. Next one, the second building blocks of UML. That is the second building blocks of UML. The second building blocks of UML is relationships. So there are four types of relationships. First one dependency, second one is generalization, third one association, and fourth one is realization. So the second building blocks is relationships. Next one, third one. The third building blocks of UML is diagrams. So diagrams. So already we are using uh, nine types of diagrams. So everything, that is the structural thing, that is the structural things or behavioral things have, uh, by using things and relationships you are implementing diagrams. That is by using things and relationships, by the collection of things and relationships you are representing the diagrams. So already use case, that is the use case means the relationship, that is use case and its relationships represented by use case diagram. Class and its relationships is represented by class diagram. Object, same. Class means instead common structure of object, that is objects and its relationships is represented by object diagram. And sequence and collaboration diagram. State, here state mission, state is represented by state, activity, component, Components and its relationships is represented by component diagram. And next one is deployment. That is, deployment means node. The node and its relationships is represented by node. So use case diagram is represented by use cases and relationships. Class represented by class and its relationships. Object represented by objects and its relationships. Sequence and collaborations. These are two different. That is, these are two are interaction diagrams. Here, interactions. That is, the sequence and collaboration diagrams is collectively known as interaction diagrams. The interaction diagrams is sequence diagram and collaboration diagram. It is interaction. The interactions represented by interaction diagrams is represented by interaction. That is, the interaction means the message transfer between two. And next one, state chart diagram. It is the state chart diagram represented by state mission. And the activity diagram. It is the activity diagram is represented by activity class. And component diagram. It is the components and its relationship is represented by component diagram. And node, it is node and its relationships is represented by deployment diagrams. So diagrams is simply collection of things and its relationships based on the cause, based on the system, and based on the things. We are using different types of things and different types of relationships. So every diagram has some things and its relationships. Use case. In use case diagram, you are using only use cases and its relationships. In class diagram, you are using classes and its relationships. In the object diagram, you are using objects and its relationships. That is collection of objects and relationships. In the sequential and collaboration diagram, you are representing interaction. That is the interaction between the two objects based on the time and space. State chart diagram. It is the state chart diagram represents the state of every object and its relationships. Activity. Activity diagram is represents activity and its relationships. And component. That is the component represents the collection of components and its relationships. Deployment. That is deployment represents node and itself. Okay. Totally 9 diagrams. In 9 diagrams, in every diagram, one thing, that is multiple collection of one thing and its relationships. So totally 9 diagrams. So the third building blocks of UML, that is the third building block of UML is diagrams. So totally 9 diagrams. Diagrams, okay. Diagram is a graphical representation of set of elements. Most often represent as connected is a graph as a vertices, and arcs represent relationships. That is, here in every every vertex is represented by thing. That is class or object, or class or object, or component or node, or everything is represented by vertex, and connection between the two things is represented by relationship, that is arcs. Next, diagrams visualize a system, forms different perspective. So diagrams is projection into system. So UML includes 9 diagrams. So already you know the UML language. It is UML language includes 9 diagrams. First one class diagram, second one object diagram, third one use case diagram, fourth one sequence diagram, fifth one collaboration diagram, sixth one state chart diagram, uh, seventh one activity diagram, eighth one component diagram, and ninth one deployment diagram. So in 9 diagrams, uh, there are 5 static diagrams. Okay, in 9 diagrams, there are 5 static diagrams. Static, first one, class static diagram, object static diagram, use case static diagram. Next one, sequential and collaboration is dynamic diagram. Next one, uh, state chart diagram, dynamic diagram, activity diagram, dynamic diagram, and component and node represents static diagram. So in 9 diagrams, that is in 9 diagrams, there are 5 static diagrams. That is first 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. That is 1, 2, 3, 8, 9 is static diagrams, and remaining 4 sequential, collaboration, state chart, activity diagram is are dynamic diagrams. That is the 9 diagrams. The static diagrams represents the static view of system. So static view of the system, it represents only the static parts. That is static parts of the system and static view of the system. and 4 dynamic diagrams. That is 4 dynamic diagrams. That is sequential collaboration, state chart, activity diagram. That is these 4 diagrams is dynamic diagrams. It represents the dynamic organization or the dynamic view of system. So how the message transfer from one system, how the state change from one state to how the state of system is changed from one state to another state, and the two sequence diagram and collaboration diagrams is collectively known as interaction diagram. This interaction means the interaction between one object to another object or the communication between one object to another object. So totally nine diagrams. So tomorrow class we are discussing about 9 diagrams. In 9 diagrams, uh, 5 static diagrams and 4 dynamic diagrams, and 2 diagrams, that is the sequential diagram and collaboration diagrams is collectively known as, that is the sequence diagram and collaboration diagrams is collectively known as interaction diagram.